Man, I really gotta fix that spelling. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. Alright, and ta-da! There's a new one. This one's the old one. Alright. Ta-da! Okay, let me close all this stuff. Okay. We are ready. We're doing a playback trading of a new week, which is the 29th. And the week of the 29th, which was, I think, last week actually. No, 2 weeks ago. Feels like last week. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and just dive into this. It looks like we got it set up already. On a swing low first entry, second entry, overall trend looks like it's down. It has enough support right there. So maybe the buy here is the best play. But we do have 2 legs up after all this support here. So this side actually has a little more back support to back it up, but it is kind of rangy, so overall trend could be just the direction it's heading. And this does look like just a 2-legged pullback. This side has a lot more support, and then we did have another push there, so maybe overall trend is up. So let's go for a sell here. All right, I think we got filled in the wrong spot, but nonetheless, that's a better spot, I guess. But we'll be fair and just put that 1 tick lower, since that's where it's supposed to be. Oof. So overall trend was down. So the non-obvious buy is actually the best play. Sometimes I say don't mistake the 2-legged pullback for a down direction. But I guess context really doesn't matter in that situation. I would say overall downtrend because you hit these highs pretty solidly, and one of them was a massive rejection too. So noticing the massive rejection, as well as the fact that we weren't on a strong uptrend, just a spike, really should let you know, hey, maybe this is a downtrend. And since there was actually no literal uptrend, it was just a massive spike. So yeah, well, that is unfortunate though. Stepped up by that too. I just realized I was not recording, but we might have enough support here, here, and here. It's 2 tests at a point where it had major rejection, so. And the trend. Ooh. Dang. So it was not enough support. This one did have a good push into it, but it was that low that you really wanted to pay attention to. And it was just 1 test. If we had maybe 2 tests here, as a second test, if this guy didn't push so low, if this guy wasn't here and then we tested here, 2 tests there, I think it was okay, but this is the fact that we only tested this once. And if it was on a stronger uptrend, then I would say, but it's the fact that it was so sideways. Yeah. And we do know that a lot of the times 3 tests is not enough. That's like the ideal thing. You would probably want at least 4 tests, so don't force those. Yeah, especially when you have it's not so strong of a trend, or not much of a U shape. Yeah, because that's the U setup. If you have a push into it and then a major rejection. And honestly, the major rejection happens right here, or at this low. Yeah, nonetheless. So there was a swing high first entry, second entry. It looks like a non-obvious sell because overall trend starts to become up in at that point. I don't like these tests because they're kind of separated. If you take a look at the minute charts, there, and here. It's this test that I'm worried about. Alright, let's see what happens. technically it's just 3 tests, but now we have consolidation here. We'll treat it as an overall uptrend because why not? Oh. Nope. So it's overall downtrend. Looks like 3 tests is not enough. It's like these lows that are messing me up. So it's this low that wasn't really, that's there, but like it's, if you have another low that's right next to it, I feel like this is going to be the more of the one that has a lot more weight to it, since this has a major rejection and not technically. Don't force that one, because if you're going to force that, then you could technically force that, you know. So just stick with this low. So this is only 2 tests here. I want to call this a staircase high, but no, it's not. Choose it around uptrend. This will be the last trade. Oh boy, we are not ready for live data. It's 5 losses, 2 wins. Swing high first entry, second entry. Not enough support. Should have noticed the downtrend and bought there. Huge spike up. I guess that was an important high. You do have that high, and you do have that high. Could be a staircase high. Yeah, and plus you end up maybe entering this staircase high, but that's such a huge wick. Yeah, it looks like the buy was the best thing to do at that point. Looks like there was FOMO because of that guy. Alright, let's switch to live data. Alright. We are doing live data now. Might be a short video if we keep trading at the rate we're trading. 3 weeks into April, 1, 2, and now we're on the 3rd week. For the first 2 weeks, we're not profitable. First week we were down $9. Second week we were down actual end goal, which is 278.49. About almost over $100, I think here. Oh, actually, wait. Starting margin was $2.99. 23 cents minus 278.49. That's not too big of a gap. Down $20. That's one day. Let's go. I'm actually kind of proud of us. We didn't hit our goal, but hey, come on. After 2 square X days, major loss, tons of trades. After 2 days, come on, man. Come on, that's not too bad. Usually, if we trade that bad, we like in our old our first strategy when we start trading futures. Oh, that add another 0 to that, even on the MES. Okay, down $20, 74 cents. That's not too bad, actually. Not too shabby. And actually, I want to check our long-term trades. But let me finish this first. Alright, swing high, sorta. Not really. Swing high, first entry, second entry. Looks like the best thing to do here. Broke down below these lows. Actually, that kept pushing lower here. It's a very different setup. 2 very different setups for sure. Yeah, I don't want to even look at these. Let's wait till like 9:50. But nonetheless, let's see what would we do. Swing high, first entry, second entry. Market pushes down a little bit. Maybe it pushed down first. Close. No, it definitely pushed down last. Then it pushed up here. I'd go for it's a massive spike. Is that a correct leg? To massive drop. Maybe it didn't have its correction. So maybe you'd buy. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7. So yeah. Oh wait. 2, 4, 6, 7. The buy wouldn't work. you'd have to sell it and non-obvious, but even then, I don't know if you get in the trade. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Does neither work? What works here? A sell. But a sell at a 1 trigger? 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, and 2 ticks. 1, 2. Yeah, I guess and the sell is what I wanted to do initially, but I was looking at that push up. But you want to sell because of the staircase lows that you enter right here. Let's see, what time is this? That's 9:30, 28. Right around here. Oh, wait, 9:30. Right here. Does this pull back? No way. No, it has to be like right here, right? Oh yeah. Sort of. I have no idea. Maybe if it is this, you maybe break below this. I don't know. Why does it look so different? I might look at the same chart. I don't know, man. Oh boy. It's gonna be an interesting day for sure. So kind of a range day. And we had the major spill. But nonetheless, it is a range day. But this could potentially turn into a trending day very easily. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead and take the swing low first entry, second entry. It's about 49 now. About 1 minute. So it's time to start trading. Go ahead and take this. We got a swing low. Overall trend looks like it's a down. No indication to declare an uptrend just yet because it's only just one big move. But of course, if it's just one big move. Interesting thing going on here. We have a little bit of something that's like a staircase high, but it is net spike, which I don't like. Staircase highs usually need a trend, like something like this, or these lows. But yeah, we're not gonna take the staircase highs. Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna stop talking. But if we do end up taking a trade, it might be, and we end up getting stopped out. It's maybe most likely because these are staircase highs. But nonetheless, about to get our first entry here. If it breaks lower, I still want to kind of treat this as an overall downtrend because there's nothing to indicate an overall uptrend besides this massive spike. But you still have the two massive spikes in the down direction, and nothing to really support the uptrend here. So we're gonna go ahead and take this as a downtrend if we get a setup here. But if this keeps pushing up, then obviously it's gonna be an uptrend. But at this rate, we're gonna treat it as a downtrend just because of the way this looks. And if you take a look at the 5-minute chart right here, let me get myself out the way. If you take a look at this, yeah, it just looks like a downtrend from here. But potentially it could be a rangy day. Will we ever get a first entry? Alright, we got a first entry. It's just one big leg. We're gonna go for a non-obvious buy here. It's crazy it is. As it is. I want to treat this as overall downtrend. Just because it's one leg up and nothing to support the lows here to declare the uptrend. Because this side also has the two spikes. And the reason being, you can also see the trend being like this big. So even if it's a massive spike, we're going to declare it as an overall downtrend, which is a non-obvious buy here. Just going to move our order here in a couple seconds. I think that's good enough. Alright, it triggered. So either cancel our order or... Man, I'm just excited. I haven't been training all weekend. Obviously. Or like live money at least. think if we push up to this high right here, we're gonna go ahead and cancel the order. Nice thing about this trade is it's also showing up at the minute chart, which is interesting. Alright, we almost pushed up to the high, right up here. But now we gotta set up in the other direction. Let's go ahead and try buying the low end. Okay, end the trade. It's finally nice to be in a trade, no matter if it loses or wins. It's just finally. Is this addiction? Is this what addiction is? I don't know. Computer fans are boosting, or I should say laptop fans. I do trade on my laptop. It's a pretty nice laptop. Better than a lot of computers that I know of. Yes. It's got a i7 something gigahertz. 760 gigahertz? 77 gigahertz. Megahertz? Gigahertz. Got 1060, GTX 1060. It's VR ready. Come on, let's get this scalp mean. Get that scalp. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So good thing we decided that was an overall downtrend. Those are tough, man. But it looks like even a 1 tick buy would have also worked, but of course we didn't gonna be able to do it. What does sell work? I don't think so. Definitely not, because that's only 3 points out from this bar. 4 points out, it's like right here. 5 points, yeah. Definitely no sell there. It's a good thing we treat it as a downtrend, and it is a downtrend because there's no backup to declare. Man, that's one of the first times we've ever took that trade live, so it's nice to see that actually work out and to use actual logic there instead of cookie cutter strategy saying, hey, massive spike up, it's an uptrend. No, it's a downtrend because you have two massive spikes here, and if you were to draw out that trend line, would very much look like that, and that fits pretty well. But now that we have the two legs up, this could be potentially an uptrend. So this was a downtrend because it's just one big move and absolutely no like two-legged correction and any lows in that direction. So still a downtrend at that point, because especially with those lows and the lower low here and the lower highs there, yeah. So this could potentially turn into an uptrend if we get a good strong push in that direction. We do have enough support to declare an uptrend with all this guy. We did break a little bit lower, but nonetheless we got a swing low first entry. Okay, I'm debating whether it's a staircase highs, but it's definitely not a staircase high. I'm just a little worried that this is still a downtrend and not an uptrend. But we're gonna go ahead and decide it's an overall uptrend just because now you had the correction and now another leg up. So we're gonna go ahead and call this an uptrend. So meaning we want to go for a sell here somewhere. It's interesting because we have highs right here. I don't really see it on this guy. Let's see. If we did this, copy and paste, where does that end up? Right there. And it's so weird. I think this consolidation is actually this right here. Then what does this push up here? I'm confusion. That's the dip. It's push up, push down, push up. Is that? Then the push down. I guess so. I don't know. This is weird, man. You see how different that is? So if I were to do, okay, wait. Nonetheless. Swing low, first entry, second entry. This is a tough one. Got two different levels of resistance here. very different levels. That's way up there? Huh? 9 o'clock. 9:21 2. Who's 9? Wait, I'm missing data. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, we're missing data there. Let's see if it'll load back in. There it is. Okay. Now it's much more similar. Okay. What the heck was that, man? What in the heck? Okay, swing low first entry, second entry. We got staircase highs, but now it's just looks like an uptrend. This might go very bad. We have seen this dance before where it's the W and it just keeps pushing up, but let's go for a sell. Treat it like an overall uptrend. That's all I can really come up for this trade. No level resistance that we really passed to create FOMO. Has a two-legged correction, which should declare an overall uptrend. No staircase high. In the trade. Got a bad feeling about this one, boys. Because we have seen that W pattern and it usually just takes off there. So there's usually nothing we can do about these because we're following our strategy and then usually it takes off here. But we'll see. I don't see any indication for us to go for a buy here. So the reasons you would buy is to continue FOMO, to continue a spike, but there's no FOMO there for us. It's an overall uptrend, which is why we're selling. That's the only thing. There's no level of FOMO that we broke past. So this could potentially be a 15%er, which I'm okay with actually. I think. We have seen this dance before, that's why. It's a very scary thing too. That's why we're just treating this as an overall uptrend. So it could be overall downtrend. Maybe there's something we're missing here. It could be a downtrend. We could implement something new into our strategy. If this is a downtrend, which it very much can be, which is implementing the actual trend. So you can see it's a downtrend because we came off those highs, which means we should actually go for a buy here. But who knows? Market's not treating us nicely right now. Now it is. Now is that. I was hoping I was just gonna keep bouncing up between green and red, green and red. Oh, now it is. No way we actually get this one, right? No, it's not. Not treating us too nicely here. Oh, yeah, this is a bad one, boys. So what is it about these setups that just pushes up here? We've seen this dance a lot, and it's that high there, then you get a push down, then a spike, then push down, then another consolidation area, and it's that W pattern right there. Not sure what to do with that because overall trend is up. That's why we go for a sell. Yeah, it's a tough one for sure. There's nothing in our strategy to declare, hey, you should be buying there. A non-obvious buy, probably if this was still a downtrend, that'd be in the trade, probably out the trade already too. So yeah, maybe we do have to implement whatever this is. Here it comes. this downtrend thing. Maybe if we do start putting trends into our strategy, maybe we can actually start becoming successful. When we first did the shift from like started creating our own strategy, we used trend channels and stuff like that. And we slowly drifted away from it because our setups are just a little bit different. Didn't rely too much on trend channels, EMAs and stuff like that. But yeah, we did use trend channels at one point. This might be the trade to like convince us, hey, maybe you should start using trend channels because that might actually help you. And yeah, so if we were using trend channel, it would be overall downtrend. We would have gone for a non-obvious buy. Let's see where that non-obvious buy would be. 75. So we'd be in the trade 2, 4, 6, 7, and 2 ticks. But nonetheless, we get the scalp. That'll be it for today. 2 wins. Good trading. I'm gonna go see my family now. I miss them. Peace out. Thanks for watching. I think that we're on a journey for sure. I don't know why I just got a flashback of a YouTube channel called Living the Van Life. If he's still going at it, go check him out. Living the Van Life. It's a journey, and he's like right now he's building his new Mercedes van. I know that sounds so like, oh, he's got a Mercedes, but that's not it. It's just the fact he wants a reliable van to help him. And right now it's the Wagoneer, and that's a beautiful van, and like, but yeah, it's a journey, and he talks about like, it's just life, man. This is one of those journeys, I think. Well, we got really lucky for sure. And he says for sure a lot. So, alright, peace out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Listen, half an hour, not too bad. Let's see if we get a good push down here. How lucky did we get? I think we're good, right? Let's see. I'm just gonna write this stuff. So N margin equals 309. And 49 cents. That's more than we started off with last week. Let's go. Oh, there's a second entry there. Look away, Nick. Look away. But yeah, good trade. Don't know the actual end margin. Estimated end margin equals whatever. 2 wins. We'll go mark all this stuff later. I'm gonna go say hi to my family. Peace out, guys. Let's see, what should we start doing, like words of advice? Maybe, yeah, let's do a word of advice with this up here. So even though this completely says don't take any advice, this is just life advice. Let's see, what do we got today? Oh. Let's see. I think I already gave it, right? Life is a journey. I think no matter what you do, you should always make it enjoyable. No matter what it is, no matter how much money you make your journey enjoyable. And I think for me, day trading is that journey because it's for me, this got really personal. At first, it was just about the money, and it still sort of is. But you can see we're not making much money off of it, and probably won't be for a long time. And I'm okay with that. The thing that kept me pushing forward in this whole day trading journey, was the fact that it should be impossible to know every second entry. It should be. It actually should be, and it probably is, to know where the market is moving. But I love the fact that that's what the world says, and that's what it's supposed to be. But there's something very beautiful about breaking that, to be able to know exactly where the market's going all the time. Um, Even as crazy as it sounds, maybe to some extent to know that, but to be able to do that just seems like the most like the biggest like impossibility, and achieving that impossibility. I think that's the most beautiful thing about day trading for me right now, and that's the reason I'm going in. It's not about the money. It's not because like if I really want to become a millionaire, I'd hustle 10 times harder. If it was really about the money, I'd hustle, do the more business stuff. But I think it's about the journey and just being able to do what is declared impossible. And the person I think of all the time is just Captain America. He's like my biggest role model, and like doing the things that like the world says is not, you shouldn't do, like is not possible, and just going and executing, not to prove them wrong, um but because you wanted to do that in the first place, and people said it's not possible, and then being like, wait a minute, why? you know Especially if you're a believer, you know that all things are possible. Yeah, that's the word of advice today. Yeah, peace out. Thanks for watching, guys. You. What's our outro now? You. No, I don't like that. Peace out, guys. What is wrong with me?